You have to realize that whatever your day is, whatever you're doing, whatever your job is, whatever people think of you or project you to be, none of it matters, really, until you look round and see people who are in need.
Something has shifted. Not in the headlines, not in the box office numbers, but deep inside the machinery of Hollywood itself. Because Hollywood no longer watches you. It predicts you. Every pause, every heartbeat, every flicker of emotion is no longer just experienced. It's measured, analyzed, and fed into systems that decide what you should feel next. And as 2026 approaches, the industry is preparing for something far more invasive. Biometric storytelling. A system where your physical reactions, your pulse, your eye movement, your micro-expressions aren't just tracked. They control the story in real time. Movies that adapt to you. Scenes that shift depending on your emotional response. Narratives engineered not for truth, but for maximum engagement. And in the center of this transformation, one man has stepped away. Johnny Depp. Not with a public statement, not with a dramatic announcement, but with a quiet, deliberate retreat. The question is, why? Modern filmmaking isn't what it used to be. Studios no longer gamble on instinct or vision. They rely on data. Massive streams of behavioral information harvested from millions of viewers. Streaming platforms are no longer passive distributors. They are predictive engines. Scripts are adjusted based on audience heat maps. Scenes are cut, extended, or rewritten depending on feedback loops. Even pacing is dictated by attention curves calculated down to the second. This is the age of the safe bet, where artificial intelligence doesn't just assist creativity, it replaces risk entirely. Stories are no longer written to challenge you. They are engineered to satisfy you, perfectly, predictably, and completely devoid of chaos. Because chaos cannot be optimized. And unpredictability, that's a liability. Which is exactly why Depp walked away. While Hollywood upgrades its systems, Depp is moving in the opposite direction. Away from green screens. Away from performance capture rigs. Away from environments where every movement is tracked, recorded, and analyzed. Instead, he's stepping into something almost forgotten. Independent cinema. Small productions. European sets. Raw film stock. No predictive overlays. No real-time optimization. No algorithm watching over his shoulder. Here, the lighting isn't perfect. The sound isn't digitally polished. And the performances? They're not calculated. They're lived. This isn't nostalgia. It's strategy. Because in a world where everything is being digitized, imperfection becomes invisible to the machine. And what the machine cannot read, it cannot control. There's something unusual about Depp's recent performances. They don't feel clean. They hesitate. They drift. They break rhythm. And that's exactly the point. Because real human behavior is messy. A pause that comes too late. A reaction that feels slightly off. A line delivered with unexpected weight. These are the things algorithms struggle to replicate. They're anomalies. And anomalies are dangerous to systems built on prediction. In traditional filmmaking, mistakes were flaws. Now, mistakes are resistance. Every unscripted gesture becomes a signal. This is human. This cannot be optimized. This cannot be predicted. And for audiences exhausted by perfectly engineered stories, that imperfection feels real again. But the shift isn't just happening on set. It's happening in distribution. Because even if a film is made outside the system, it still has to pass through it. Global streaming giants have become gatekeepers, filtering content through recommendation systems that decide what gets seen and what disappears. Depp's response? Bypass them. Independent distribution networks, film festivals, localized releases, spaces where audience connection isn't mediated by data metrics. This is a move away from mass exposure, toward intentional viewership, smaller audiences, but more engaged, more aware, more human. Because when a story reaches you without being filtered, optimized, or reshaped, you're not just consuming it, you're experiencing it. This isn't just about one actor. It's about a blueprint, A strategy for survival in a world where creativity is being absorbed into machine logic. Depp's approach suggests something radical, that the future of art may not be bigger, but smaller. Not louder, but more personal. Not optimized, but authentic. As synthetic media rises, as AI-generated narratives become indistinguishable from human ones, a new kind of value is emerging. Content that hasn't been filtered through predictive systems. Performances that haven't been smoothed into perfection. Moments that feel unpredictable, because they are. And in that unpredictability, there is truth. So what we're witnessing might not be a career shift. It might be something much bigger. A refusal. A quiet rebellion against a system that wants to predict every emotion before it happens. Because if stories become perfectly engineered, then what happens to surprise? To discomfort? To the raw, unfiltered experience of being human? Maybe the real question isn't why Johnny Depp stepped away. Maybe it's this. In a world where everything is predicted, is unpredictability the last form of freedom?